Welcome back, guys. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, and today we will be going to Healing City. Now, we're going to do one other thing first that I forgot to do while we were down in Dalit, so we're going to take a quick trip back down there. And as you can hear, we just had Rinoa learn another limit break ability. So what I forgot to do down here is we want to run all the way back to the card guy's the guy with the card where we got the siren card. We want to go back to his secret room and search those magazine racks. I was pretty sure when I came here the first time there was something in them, but I couldn't remember exactly. And it turns out there was. I went and checked it out just to make sure. And what I missed the first time when I was here was grabbing the Occult Plan 2 magazine. So what you do is you just have to continue talking to I think it's just continue talking to the stack, and eventually you'll get it. So maybe it's the one in the back. It's one of these two. Well, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Let me check and see real quick. It'll take me just a second to pull this up. I want to make sure I'm doing this correct to get it. Okay, so the one thing I'm not doing here is, even though that is the correct stack, it's you have to come back and forth every now and then. It doesn't just always give it to you. So it's one of those things that is missable if you're not aware of it, of how to get it and things. So you just go back and forth until you can get it. As you can see, we're getting quite a few things out of the stack though, so it will give you a few things. I think the Occult Fan would be the last thing that it would give you from them. I know I'm going through this pretty quickly too, but it's just saying the same thing over and over again. So There we go. Alright, so we got it that time. And if you remember, the Occult Fan is the magazine that explains very cryptically how to obtain Doom Train. So, it's an unidentified flying object. On the left is a photo shot in Esser. Take a look at the unidentified flying object in the center. Have you ever seen any monster or airplanes like this? Some say it may be Esser's secret weapon, but residents of the area say it appears when there's a major Marvel outbreak. So this is referencing, once again, like I say, very vaguely, Doom Train. And one of the things that's required to obtain Doom Train are Marlboro tentacles. And that's what this hint basically is, that, hey, there's something that a Marlboro drops that you need to obtain Doom Train. Now we're going to run all the way back to Galbadia Garden, and we're going to hop on the train headed to Dealing City. Man, this sucks. What does? You know, the war. You can tell the country is still on edge. And plus the sorceress. So you pay the $3,000, get on the train and head there. Haven't we left yet? Selphie for Noah Quistis. I don't know which one to choose. Hey, you caught on. This train bound for Dealing City will be departing shortly. This is the only train bound for Dealing City anyways. Perhaps it's fate. So what do we do about him? Irvine just kind of went off. Shouldn't you check? Shouldn't you go check on Selphie? Selphie, we're destined to be together. Yeah, right. A sigh of love? No! Pardon me. My heart's pounding. What is this I'm feeling? It's an important mission. Get used to handling pressure while you still can. How much longer to Dealing City? Renoa! Irvin Caneas, you're playing a major role in this mission. Now behave yourself. No one understands me. Sharpshooters are loners by nature. We hone our instincts, pour our whole being into a single bullet. The pressure of the moment, an instant of tension, that's what I have to face alone. It's not easy. So, like, just do me a favor and let me be. You get my drift? was no damage. I repeat, there was no damage to the train from that minor vibration. Train bound for the desert will be departing from platform 1. The train to Garden headed will be platform 2. Alright, and we're in the Galbadian capital of Healing City. We're going to Caraway's Mansion, right? Just take bus 8. Exactly, you're pretty familiar with this place. This is where Laguna's from. So first things first, in Dealing City, we already know where a save point is, which we want to go and hit real quick, which is going to be in the hotel. So we're going to run into the hotel and save real quick, and then we're actually going to be playing cards. So if you remember earlier, we lost the Minimont card to the card queen, and when we lost that card queen, we set ourselves up to win the Kyros card from somebody in Dealing City. And now we can finally collect said card. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is this guy here in black. Yes. So we're going to be playing with the rules that we've established. And hopefully he plays it in the first round. If not, we will end up getting it. So there we go, we got it. So it's required to lose the Minimont card though to get the possibility of like winning this card. So there's no way to keep the Minimont card at this time. We will be getting the Minimont card back, just not yet. And these players that play cards really slow, really suck. It sucks waiting on them to go when you've already made your move. Alright, and we got that card there. So now we're going to run back, save real quick, and move on with the story a little bit. Now if you notice some of my characters are in dire straits, that's because I think Nomad has blind status, so that's what the blue is. And the yellow status means that the other person's health is low. But I'm going to pop in over here to the item shop. I'm going to grab us some stuff to fix that right up. Now this is also where you can start the infinite money. The infinite money cheat if you wanted to. What you do is buy tents, I believe is what you buy. But let me see here. You buy tents, and you're gonna go to ability, and let's see. Maybe it's recovery medicine. forgot how to do it, but eventually, basically what you do is you buy tents and you convert them into Mega Potions, and then you sell the Mega Potions back to the shop, and you net so much money. I'm not sure how much. I don't remember. I've never really had an issue with money in this game, so I'm not really too interested in doing that. I want to come here and buy a couple of these things just for those times outside of battle when I need to heal up something. That's all I need here though. We'll wrap that up. Move on over to General Caraway's. Caraway is the head of the Galbadian army. Could this be a coup d'etat? No, I don't think he's out to overthrow the president. General Caraway's mansion is right through this gate, but I can't just let you walk in. I believe he's been informed of our arrival. Yes, indeed, but I was ordered not to let you through until your skills have been tested. He's still so skeptical of people. Test our skills. What does he want from us? Want us to do? The Tomb of the Unknown King to the northeast. All you have to do is go there. It's real simple, but you have to bring back proof that you were there. A code number. A code number? All the way out here for a test of courage? There are many students like yourself who wish to call on General Caraway. There's a student from Galbadia Garden yesterday who has yet to return from the test at the Tomb of the Unknown King. The Tomb of the Unknown King is located northeast of the city. Your objective is to go to the Tomb of the Unknown King, look for traces of the lost student, and return with his ID number. You should be able to find what you're looking for shortly after you go in. The ID number should be written on it. I don't recommend going any further than you have to. You may never make it back alive. Anyway, here's a map for you. Press the minus button while inside the Tomb of the Unknown King to bring it up. Press X again while the map is displayed to escape from the dungeon, but just remember your seed rank will go down. Alright, so we're going to just have him escort us out of town. Alright, I'll accompany you out. It's quite convenient if you rent a car when you travel outside. Well, we're not going to do that. We've got, super speed and all this other stuff, so... So while you're here, the only things that you have access to, like over there you can see there's a place that we'll be visiting in the future. You can't go in it or interact with it right now, so there's nothing to really do there. Over here, there's also another location that we'll be interacting with in the future. Once again, can't go there, can't do anything with it, so really the only thing to do, I believe, is to go on to the Tomb of the Unknown King, unless you have a reason to go back to Galbadia Garden. So to go to the Tomb of the Unknown King, let's bring up the world map here. You'll see on the maps here certain places that are highlighted. So these are places that we have visited. So there's Dealing City, Desert Prison, Missile Base, which are the two places I've already mentioned. And then there's Timber. So if you have any reason to go back to those places, you have a map here that will show you how to get back. But to get to the Tomb of the Unknown King, it's actually out right about... right about there on the end of that peninsula. It's hard to get the cursor to go to it, but that's where we're headed. So, and you should be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it right there on the screen. So, we're gonna run on over there, and we'll run in real quick. Float! People running away. Protect draw point. Stocks and protects. And we'll save here. So something we're going to do real quick, we're actually going to go back outside of the tomb, and we're going to fight some of the bird monsters out there, and we're gonna draw some magic. So the reason why we're gonna do this is gonna be coming up shortly. There's a boss fight coming up that will it'll make the boss fight a little bit easier. I mean, it's definitely not a necessary thing to do, but it's something that will help out nonetheless. And we will also be upgrading our weapons here soon too, for everybody else. Run around here, find that bird monster. Just gonna run away from these because I don't have any interest in them. And we're just gonna do some drawing from them. So I'm not gonna make y'all suffer through that or anything. So I'm gonna edit it here and I'll be right back. Alright, so I gave the spell that I was looking for is blue. Also during this time, I also took the time to go ahead and collect all the cards that I needed to collect or wanted to collect. This allows us to get like super overpowered, busted characters, just so you can see all the cards that I have collected and changed using card mod. I've got all the way up through the level 5 monsters, missing one poo-poo card, which is the alien card. And I also got all the level 6 boss cards. So all of these are, you know, you don't necessarily have to have all of them, but I went on and collected all of them anyways. The specific cards that you want to collect out of all the cards are going to be the Tri-Face, which is, let's see if I can find it to show. Okay, Tri-Face, the Gala, which is level 1, I think. Gala, the Snow Lion, which is a level 3, that one. The Abyss Worm, which is level 5. No. There it is. Abyss Worm is a level 3. That one. And you want the Krista card, which is a level 6, which is that one. The reason why you want these cards is because the item that you can card mod them into give you the following spells. Now, the Snow Lion is going to be the one that's iffy here. Really, it's just whether you want it or not. Snow Lion gives you North Wind, I think is what it's called, and that converts into the Blizzaga magic. The Gala card goes into Mystery Fluid, I think, and it changes into the Meltdown magic, which you can see I don't have 100 of, but then the Tri-Face, it goes into a Curse Spike, which gets changed into Pain. The Abyss Worm, which goes into a Windmill, which can be turned into Tornadoes. And then the Krista card, which gives a Holy Stone, and it transforms into Holy, which is going to be the only Holy magic that you can currently have access to in the game. So that's why you want those. The Snow Lion, like I said, is debatable if you really want it. It's Blizzaga. So same for the other Ga spells. Like the other Ga spells come from Blitz, which is going to give you Dynamo Stone, and it changes into Thundaga. And then Hexadragon, which turns into a Fiery Gem, I think, and it goes to Firaga. But to do the Hexadragon one, it takes you like a long time because you gotta have at least 3 of them. So I ran all the way back to the Galbadia Garden to get all of those cards and played for quite a long time to get them all. But even with that, we're gonna run back in here. We've got the Float Spell and we've got all of the overpowered magic. So our characters are pretty beefy right now. Like we're gonna be not necessarily one-shotting everything from here on out, but we're going to be hitting really, really hard. So if you're from earlier, what we need to do is we needed to find the student ID number in here. And if you walk in the second and you're looking for that sword, you just click it. 182, that's our number, so you can write it down, do whatever you gotta do, but just remember that number. I don't think it saves for you, but it might. So whatever you gotta do, but 182 is our number, and it's it's a random number generator every time. Now that's not the only thing you want to do in the Tomb of the Unknown King. The other thing, now you start by going to the right here. This maze will get you turned around really good, really fast if you let it. But as long as you keep going to the right, you'll be fine. Like, just always go to the right whenever you have the option to go to the right. And why we're going to do this is we get a new encounter here with a Gia. Grr, who's there? This will be our next Gia, but this is a two-part battle, I think. And so that right there is why we wanted that other life magic. So I am going to collect this, but this is why we want to float though, how he has that healing. Now we don't really need it since I've got all the OP magic already equipped for my characters, so we don't actually need the float because we're going to kill it pretty quickly. But like I said, we're going to draw from it for a little bit, and I will start back as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, and all the drawing's done. So now all we're going to do is beat this guy real quick. And as you can see, we're doing quite a lot of damage, at least with our two attackers. We are. That's because Tornado is one of the strongest magics I think you can put on your actual attack. Renoa, she's actually more of a magic user in the game, so her attack isn't super high anyways, but as for Irvine and Squall, they're both pretty good attackers. Squall being, I think Zell's the best attacker actually, thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I know that they're not really good, so they're pretty good. As for in comparison, I don't think really. But as you can see, we're doing a lot more damage than he's actually doing. They're pretty strong. So we just beat that boss. Bastards, it ain't over. And he runs off. So now you have a little bit of a puzzle that has to be done here before we continue on. Like I said earlier, just continue to go to the right and you'll get to everywhere you need to go. Relatively simple maze once you figure it out, but you just gotta continue on the right and you'll eventually get to the proper place, and then you just gotta figure out what to do in each place, which obviously I'm going to show you. So if you come to this place before you beat the red horned Minotaur, there's a stone wall that'll actually be up. Like when he jumped off of his pedestal, it released that stone wall and go down. And this is what we already drew. So what you do here, the puzzle is to come over here and undo the chain. Undo the chain, let the water fall. That's all there is to do here. So then you're going to leave the same way you came. Now what it does here is it actually turns you around. And that's why this is a confusing maze for most people. But as long as you just keep going right, you're good. If you didn't actually change screens. If you change screens, it gets a little bit more complicated. But as long as you keep going to the right, you'll be alright. And so here's the second wall that would be up. So this is going to be the opposite side from where the red horned Minotaur is. And you're just going to activate the switch. It's a pretty obvious one. There's also a hidden draw point in this room, I believe. Yeah, right there, Cura. So you can get it if you don't have Cura already stocked up. And the way you can see these is if you actually have on the GF Siren, she learns a thing called Moonpine, and it'll show you hidden save points and draw points, obviously. And you have to have this equipped to see them, and then it'll actually show you. Since I don't have that learned, I can't equip it and show you, but essentially it'll just show up like normal if you have it on. So you just see a purple draw point there. And while I was doing that, I thought about that I don't have anything equipped, and I got some things that I can equip. So just gonna go and do that, and then we're going to head on back to the front. So just keep going to the right until you see the sword, which you probably won't see the sword. You're just gonna get to a straight spot. Yeah, you're not gonna see the sword. I think it's right here. So yeah, this right here is where the entrance is. So you turn back around, and there's the sword. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight. You're going to go straight to the center. Here's the map that the guard gave us. You're just going to go straight to the center, and what you're going to see at the center, you've got water flowing with this bridge down. The bridge is the last thing that you released, so that's why you did that. And here's our friend again. So now we're going to have one more boss battle. Yo, you back again? Took it easy on you last time, not this time. This time, my big bro is here. Now's your chance to run away, man. Bro! Yeah, bro. Yo, bro, these guys crashed the tomb. Plus, they attacked me. Oh, really? They attacked you? Not bad for a human. Ha! This shorty? That's a surprise. Yo, bro, they're making fun of us. Foolish little humans. I'll show you not to judge a book by its cover. And as I already stated, this is the GF Battle for Brothers, which is pretty cool. So, let's win this battle and get on with it. Let's see what this guy's got first. So, what I'm going to start off here with is I'm just going to go on and cast Protect on all of my characters, because they use a bunch of physical attacks. I don't think I'm going to have it being much danger from this, but still just an extra layer of protection. And with Rinoa, I'm actually going to use Float. Now, I'm going to use Float in this battle because they use Quake Magic. Quake Magic is a pretty powerful ground magic, and if you use Float, ground magic can't hit you. So this is just precaution, that they don't kill us. But we're going to absolutely wreck them. And Float and Protect will wear off, so it's best to just finish this as fast as possible. Now, also with the Float spell, you can actually cast it on them as well, and if you do that, then they won't be healing. And the reason they heal is, see, there's that Earthquake spell, which I guess it's not Earthquake, it's called something else, but since these guys are Earth-based monsters, they actually regain health from being on the ground. That's why they gain this health. So if you cast Float, they're off the ground, which would prevent them from doing the rest of the feed growth. Yeah, we're gonna hit it pretty quickly. brothers. Defeated? I guess we'll join you. And so after that battle, it's kind of like the introduction battle with Ifrit, the fire summon. You know, you just fight them, then you're gonna get their cards. You get their card, and then they're gonna join you. You name them. I'm just gonna leave them brothers. You are quite the powerful ones to have defeated the two brothers. Thanks to you, I am now free from this cramped stone coffin. However, there is something I have been thinking for a very long time. Is it really necessary to entomb these traveling to the other world? Those traveling to the other world, after such a long and tiring journey through life? And he gave them a card. So now we actually have the next card for the Queen of Cards quest as well. So we're going to set this to whatever we want it to learn, which we're going to learn Strength Junction first. And we're going to give brothers to... So we're going to give it to Irvine. We're going to take Diablo off though, and give Diablo to Nomad. So to get out, you just run straight back out since that's the exit, and then you're out. And that's where we're going to end it for this episode. Thanks for watching, y'all, and if you're enjoying it, leave a like. And if you have any questions on the card game, since I didn't show it all on screen or anything like that, if there's any questions, just comment it and I'll do my best to get back to you. Hey, thanks for watching.